So chapter 16 deals with the evolution of populations. We're going to talk about all the different ways that populations evolve and all the different factors that lead to the shift in a population. Now the gene pool is the combined genetic information of all the members of a particular population, so all the different traits, all the different characteristics, all those all make up the gene pool. The relative frequency of an allele is the number of times that it occurs in a gene pool compared to the number of times other alleles occur. So obviously we have the dominant and the recessive allele. The percentage of time that it shows up is the relative frequency. Two main sources of genetic variation are genetic shuffling, are mutations, and the genetic shuffling that results from sexual reproduction. So obviously when you combine two sets of genes during sexual reproduction, you are going to get a different combination and different combinations of traits. Mutations are also going to result in new traits forming in the environment. Most inheritable differences are due to gene shuffling that occurs during gamete production. Since chromosomes move independently during meiosis, 23 pairs of chromosomes can produce 8.4 million gene combinations. And mutations are changes in the DNA sequence. They occur because of a mistake made in replication or can result of radiation or chemicals in the environment. Some mutations have no effect on phenotype but alter the genotype, and some mutations have an effect on fitness of the organism. So you can have a mutation that's good or bad. Another process, crossing over, occurs during meiosis. Crossing over increases the number of different genotypes that an offspring can have. So when they recombine during sexual reproduction, they can be very different phenotypes. Remember, crossing over was the crossing over of genetic information between homologous chromosomes during meiosis. And the number of phenotypes produced for a given trait depends on how many genes control that trait. And finally, single gene traits are controlled by one gene with two alleles. Polygenic traits are those controlled by two or more genes, and each gene of a polygenic trait often has two or more alleles. As a result, one polygenic trait can have many possible genotypes and even more possible phenotypes.